How are you guys? All right, we're here. The eclipse is a mere hours, well, days away, but only two, right? Yeah, midnight, 12:14, um, Thursday morning. So it's just like 14 minutes after midnight is the eclipse. How you feeling? I am feeling, it's a very interesting mix. We'll see if you guys feel this also. It's a mix of clarity about change that needs to happen, but yet like a great void ahead of me, not knowing how it's going to happen. All right, so it can be super uncomfortable. And what I find myself doing is flip flopping between, trying to control stuff and figure things out and then giving up. Okay, so but I think that there's a middle road that will help us a lot if you guys are also doing that. So let's kind of review what's going on in the sky. So yesterday on Monday, the 23rd, the sun squared Chiron. So it came into a challenging feeling with this like sensitivity, like woundedness. I don't know. I had a very interesting experience at that time. I really did feel like my body was very vulnerable, and I had a hard time getting through that. And that can be disconcerting, really, right? Because we have we just get this feeling like I can't make it. I'm not gonna make it. Especially like right before the holidays. It's like I'm not gonna finish everything, but it's so much bigger than that. It's like a life thing. What I'm so grateful for is I love having this clarity about where the change needs to happen in my life, which is very different from all year long, which I think was influenced by Neptune, that I was like really feeling lost. Like, I don't know what to do. And now I'm kind of focused. Like, I know where I want to be, like what I want to bring into my life, but I just don't know how to do that. So what's happening now is the sun, which is where we're focused. So it was focused yesterday. Our focus was on maybe sensitivities or not feeling enough. And today we're focused on change that, it's positive because the sun is trining Uranus, right? Because, so that's a flow that we don't, harmonious flow, right? It's not gonna, it might not feel challenging as, some other things feel, let's say. But it can be unexpected, which can be like, whoa, So that's happening today. And then the eclipse, so that's a new moon near the south node. So that's what makes it an eclipse. So wow, just think about what our focus is going through, right? So from Monday, it's about this woundedness or this sensitivity, like, I can't take it, right? And then it goes into like opening up to like higher realms of like what's possible. And then this very karmic, like new beginning, like where it's like, let me get rid of the old stuff and I want the new stuff. And then the sun on Friday conjuncts Jupiter, right? And just like expands, So, just in the 1 week, like look at this journey that our consciousness is going through. That's big stuff, right? And then you got to cook and make and wrap the presents and all that stuff. Like, yeah, right. So, I've been thinking about, Jupiter is just like one step ahead of the sun until the sun catches up on Friday. And I feel like there's a possibility of maybe making assumptions about what the results, like how we're going to get to what we need, or what's going to happen. And I think that those things are going to kind of mess us up if we try to do that. I mean, Jupiter's awesome for making us aware of options, right? But Jupiter Capricorn is making us aware of like the work we have to do. But let's not get like too focused on step 1, step 2, step 3, because like we haven't caught up to Jupiter yet. All right, Jupiter's just like up, like just ahead of us, kind of feeling out what's next. All right, but we're right here, and we still have to figure out a lot. I'm thinking that the answer is more about faith and holding space and opening up to, possibilities for change and ways of making change in our lives that we haven't even conceived of yet. And it reminds me of like when you sit in meditation, if you've ever tried that. I'm terrible at that. But like I'm sitting here and I want something to happen, but I just gotta sit here and wait. And it can be really hard to find that peace, that peace that comes. But that's practice, right? And I feel like that's maybe what we're doing in our conscious waking life right now is, how can I practice this, like that muscle, that holding space muscle? Like, yes, I know what I want to bring in my life. Yes, I know I need change and I'm ready. But can I hold space for possibilities I haven't even conceived of yet because I'm still a work in progress? Let's not base all this great future adjustment, and working towards our goals on like past stuff that maybe didn't even work right in the past. Why do we think it's going to work now? So let's just hold space and open up. We're just going to try to walk around like a bubble. Like, I'm open, universe. I'm open, higher self. I'm open to God dropping something in the fishbowl. So what might that feel for all the different elements? Okay, so I'm going to start with water signs first because I always get lost on water signs. So water signs might be feeling this in their connections in the world. Okay, I know that I need to connect. It's not that I need to get rid of everybody in my life right now, but I need like a little bit of a different connection to come in for me, to move forward in the way that I want. And maybe I need to weed out some people, but mostly I know the kind of person, like I can feel it, the kind of person or the kind of energy, the kind of environment, the kind of like groups in the world, like maybe accessed through like internet stuff, and I can feel that, but I just don't know how to get to them. My ways of doing that haven't been working. So in that case, it would be about holding space for, yes, this is the kind of connection I want to feel in my life. When I when I move through life, the different spaces I move through, whether it's, in the car or in the store or whatever. Just let me open up to the right people showing themselves, or me getting ideas about how to reach out and find them. Okay, earth signs, this about you and how, very personal, like passionate expressions. Okay, so we're ready for just a more satisfying feeling of expression. I want to walk a path that feels better. I want to go on an adventure. I want my life to mean something, that means something to me for a change. And I would love to just play and create and feel that fun side of me. And I know the way I want to feel. I just don't know how that's going to happen in my life. I don't know how to make room for that because there's so many other things. I don't know where to express those feelings and that drive that I have inside, where to put all this stuff. Where do I put my creativity? Where do I put this? Somebody take it. So this faith that the right space will show up, like perhaps it's more about, let me steep myself in this expression that I want to put out there. Let me get very clear about that. So when the space does show up, I'm ready to just drop it in, like, yo, this is who I am and what I'm about. This is it. Okay, so faith and holding space that the right outlet will be there for us. In the meantime, let's just, get some clarity about, what we want to express. And fire signs. Okay, we know we need change. We know the result we want. We know we want more money, more time, more rest, better direction in life, more effective direction. We need to get a hold of our lives and manifest the structure that's going to give us the kind of support that we want. And nothing's really happening with that. We have so much clarity and focus and conviction about, yes, we want this change and we want to see it physically in our lives. But gosh, how does that happen? I don't even know. So let's just have the faith that the structures will. It's not the structures will suddenly show up. It could be that, but it also is about, what can we build? Our building blocks are not perhaps what will be most efficient for moving forward, right, into newness, because we never been there before. So, okay, so we have all our Legos like built into these really cool structures, but those structures aren't working anymore. So we're going to take all the Legos apart, just pull them apart, and we're going to put them out on the floor in front of us. And then we're going to see which ones go where as we go forward. Okay, so just carry your Legos through life and be ready to set them up where, like, all of a sudden, maybe we'll be walking forward and we're like, oh my gosh, if I put the yellow and the blue one and the white one right here and I make them stacked, this is what I could do to build the structure that really works for me. All right. So the faith is about, the focus is on the building blocks we have, and the faith is about that we'll find out how to put them together very soon. All right, and air signs. So this is like super emotional. It's very awkward. Air signs, right? Like, okay. Finally, we know how we want to feel. We've had these glimpses of, oh, that feels like security. Oh my gosh, that feels like peace of mind. And that feels like rest. And that feels like trust. And I really want more of that. But like every time I try to create more of that, I end up making it go away. So it's very frustrating. And, it's been a very rocky road. Like my emotions have been like, ugh, like all over the place. And finally, I'm starting to settle more about, okay, this is how I want to feel. This is the feeling that gives me the stability that I need, to do all the other things in my life. So, yeah, the focus is about the feeling I want to have. And the faith is about just walking forward and being open to anything in life that can inspire that feeling in us. All right. So the faith about inspiration and the faith about being provided with the space to make our feelings important, because maybe we didn't ever do that before, and now we know how important they are to every moment in our life, to just give us that the pillow, the pillow we rest on as we go through life. We deserve a pillow. We don't have to be crawling around on the cement floor, or, walking and running on the cement floor, which upsets our knees, right? We can have, nice fluffy slippers as we walk, and just remember that feeling. And then, we're just going to go and see where the path leads us. And there's a fluffy slipper path that will be shown to us, right? So many, many blessings to all of you. I love you so much. And I just wish the best for you. And next week we'll be in the eclipse period. We'll be in between eclipses. And gosh, a lot of change might have, shown up. A lot of propulsion forward. So we'll check that out next time we're together. All right. And I love you. Mwah. Happy holidays. All right. Bye.